looking at my rig in the corner of the room. The fans are screaming loud, chasing away the gloom. I'm looking for a block, baby, looking for a sign. Trying to keep my cool in this digital mind. The difficulty's rising, the power's running high. I'm praying for a breakout in the midnight sky. In the heat of the bullet, we were flying so fast, thinking that the green candles were gonna last. But the bears came crawling, turned the lights down low. Now the portfolio's bleeding, nowhere left to go. Slow and easy, that's how the blockchain grows. Slow and easy, keep holding what you know. I'm waiting for the happen, baby, waiting for the price to squeeze. Take it slow and easy, bring the market to its knees. I've seen the liquidations, I've seen the blood on the street. Paper-handed losers admitting their defeat. But I'm a diamond-handed lover of the decentralized way. I'm stacking up my sats for a better day. My GPUs are humming a low and heavy sound. Deep inside the ledger, that's where the gold is found. Yeah, the foot keeps on coming like a winter rain, trying to wash away the glory and the gain. But the notes keep on sinking, keeping us alive. In the heart of the winter, only the strong survive. Slow and easy, that's how the blockchain grows. Slow and easy, keep holding what you know. I'm waiting for the heaven, baby, waiting for the price to squeeze. Take it slow and easy, bring the market to its knees. The hash, it never sleeps. The consensus, it never lies. Give it to me, one block at a time. Verify, don't trust. Yeah! Slow and easy, I'm talking about the long game, baby. Through the bull and the bear, just keep it slow.
Oh, good morning, Mr. Lukewarm Tech, Jim C, Automatic Beats, J-Rod. Welcome, bros, to the live stream. All right. Back to back. We had an evening stream last night. Now we got a morning stream. Had like 2 people email me saying, "Red Panda, they're like, can you please not stream in the evening?" They're like, I can't participate. We're in Europe. It's like 3 a.m. when you streamed in the evening. And I was like, dude, I'm sorry. Anyways, Squatch, I'm not downstairs. I am upstairs. At my main mic. Sonder Circus, yes, morning is much better. Yeah, for some of you. It seems like a lot of people like the evening time as well, but that's mainly for North Americans. For some. Alrighty, so we got a very, very interesting time. We are all in right now. So whether or not we are at Bitcoin's low, I don't know. Nobody knows. All right, we could go lower. We could go higher. And so, what's the play right now? Well, mining currently with. We're just gonna talk about ASICs at this point because we all know GPUs and CPUs and whatnot are really not making much either at this point. But what I mean by that is just being above water, above your electricity bill that you're paying right now. So roughly right now it's, let's see here. Jim C, what's up, man? Jim C, I got your message on Discord. Jim C, can you click on the tracking number? There should be another one in there. Let me know if it goes to another tracking number. But yeah, it's definitely rough if you don't have semi good electricity rate at this point. We've come to a point where I think a lot of the ASICs now are making like $1 or so after your electricity. Even for me, right now at averaging around 74 cents. An S21 XP is making $1, which ain't great. It's not great. It's not that great. Anyone with cheaper electric than 74 cents obviously is still gonna make more, but the electrical rate floor for a lot of these miners is now coming further down. So what I found is that the hash rate, there's a lot more hardware out there right now, a lot more competition, a lot more mining farms that are not at 7 cents. They're at maybe 4 cents, 3 cents, and whatnot. So it's going to be interesting whether or not we, how bear market, how long are we going to stay down here? It's hard to say. People talking about 200-week moving average. Have we hit that yet? I think we did. But is it going to go lower than that? Who knows? Nobody knows. But we all got to start planning accordingly, especially depending on your financial situation. So, and like, I'm gonna do let's do this poll throughout the live stream here. How do we start a poll? How come I can't start a poll? How come I can't start a poll? Switch. There we go. Oh, I have to do it in here. Okay, engage, start a poll. Okay. How are you mining right now? I have cheap or free electric. I am paying electric out of pocket. I have shut down my miners. What's the fourth option? Let's see, paying electric out of pocket. I've shut down my miners. I'm mining at break even. Okay, let's start this poll. Let's see. All right. I think that's generally what most people could be at. So I'm currently gonna go with this one. I'm pretty much breaking even. And I should have put in, I guess, paying electrical bill out of pocket, even though you're losing, even though you're, I should have put that for some of you. Yeah, free electric. I'm just gonna, yeah, just put solar in there. Let's see. Adam Johnson should have done a megawatt deal with Crypto LLC. I mean, it's still available. 270 terahash XP barely makes money. Needs to be like 4 cents per kilowatt hour. Yeah, Adam Johnson. Yeah, well, I mean, at this point in time where Bitcoin is, yes. Other things to consider is like there are still bigger players expanding. Some of them are not. So you know, it's a mix. It's hard to say. It's definitely hard to say at this point. Jim C, solo is the way. Need that block. Jim C, you should have been here the other stream like 2 or 3 streams ago. We like calculated how many people are solo mining and like how many average blocks were found last year. And I think we calculated like everyone solo mining, we're spending like $40 million on electricity while we're only finding like $10 to $12 million in Bitcoin blocks. So as a whole, everyone who's solo mining right now, we are spending like 75% in cash, more than the Bitcoin blocks we've been finding collectively. Isn't that sad? So if we all just collectively shut down instead of paying our hydro power companies, we could all just buy, you know, Bitcoin, and everyone would have a piece of the pie instead of trying to try their luck on hitting a block, which only 22 people found last year. Wow, we got a lot of different responses here. So 16% of you say I have cheap or free electric. 39% of you say I am paying electric out of pocket. 23% of you say I've shut down my miners, or 25% now. 22% of you are mining at break even. Yeah, so yeah, that's yeah, we got all different scenarios here. Super, really different scenarios. So what is the plan now? So I've currently been keeping an eye out. Things have honestly, things have just come down. You know, Bitcoin has just come down. So I'm not going to go out and say, oh, it's a great time to buy miners. Oh, it's a great time to, you know, buy miners now. Because honestly, prices for ASIC miners haven't dropped really because of, I guess, Chinese New Year as well. So I'm not going to say buying ASICs now is probably not a very good idea. You can't time everything, but I think there's gonna come a point where, you know, it all depends on the demand and supply. And now that we've just hit down this area where Bitcoin is, you know, Dogecoin as well, we're gonna see where the ASIC resellers, if there's no demand, right, if they're not selling anything, they're gonna start lowering down the prices, and that's gonna go lower down the prices on the used market as well. There's gonna be a point in time where that happens. I don't think it hasn't started yet, in my opinion, because I've been watching it every day. I've been searching for, you know, opportunities for miners and stuff. So I haven't seen, you know, there's a bunch of things that need to happen. Okay, hash rate either isn't gonna fall and it's gonna stay relatively high, and then demand for buying ASICs is gonna go away. Then the used market, hopefully then the resellers start dropping prices, and then the used market will hopefully come down. Then and only then is when can then start looking at buying ASICs or hodl the hardware that you think is going to do well. So yeah, it all also comes down to your power price at this point in time, which yeah, if you don't have, I mean, if we're looking at an S21 XP, it's making a buck after 74 cents. If you have, let's say 9 cents, let's see, 9 cents electric. 9 cents electric right now, and S21 XP is not even on this list. I don't even see it. S21 XP is losing money at 9 cents right now. Let's do 8.5. Yeah, pretty much break even is like 8.5 cents right now. So who is like breaking even at this point? Mine some 10, welcome. 36% of you need to shut the F off, please. Paying electrical bill out of pocket. Mine some 10. So you know, it's funny. Mine some 10. We did some funny calculation of all the Bitcoin solo miners out there. I collectively added all the hash rate from mining pool stats, like just all the solo miners. Like obviously we don't know, there's some that are not on that list and are sovereign individuals running their own nodes, right? We don't know how much hash rate they have, but I added it all, and it was like, and also found the average blocks, Bitcoin solo blocks last year was about 22 or 25 Bitcoin blocks. And so that was about what, 11-12 million dollars of Bitcoin blocks last year. But then I collectively did a electrical rate of like 8 cents, and everyone solo mining Bitcoin right now we're spending about almost 40 million bucks a year solo mining Bitcoin, when we're only finding like $10 million in Bitcoin. So we're at like a net loss of $30 million paying to the paying to the power companies, all solo mining Bitcoin. I thought that was pretty funny to put in perspective of all the hash rate that's solo mining right now, and how much we're spending and how many blocks we've found on average. It's pretty sad. It's pretty sad. Different perspective. But okay, so we got people paying electrical bill. Majority of you in this chat are paying your electrical bill out of pocket. Okay, I like it. Siri says average middle of winter, highest price of electrical rate for me where I am is 5 cents. Wow. I guess another thing for this winter is people are using crypto miners for heat. So I guess, you know, that obviously, you know, instead of spending that money on your baseboard heater or gas furnace, you're mining some crypto instead. So yeah, man. Jim C, RedPandaMining, I pay 2K a month, solo, BTC, XMR, and ETC. Jim C, you're paying $2,000 a month solo mining. Are you earning, you know, are you earning $2,000 back? As the pirate says, there are probably 1 million bit axes in the wild. Yeah, I'm gonna say under that. I don't know. As a pirate, I'm gonna say under. I don't know. I'm gonna say there's maybe a couple 100,000 of them, like under 800 or 700,000. I don't think it's over 1 million. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I got one of the public pool. Here, public pool is kind of one that has some stats on, you know, solo mining devices, Nerdoc axes. This is just a small case, but nerd miners. Okay, these are like the USB ones. There's like 80,000 of these USB miners. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. It's funny that these nerd miners, there's 81. You know what's funny? You know how much these nerd miners are? They're like 30 bucks. And they only achieve collectively not even a single terahash. Or is this in terahash? Gigahash? This is in terahash, right? 815. 815.15 times 30 bucks. That's $2.4 million worth of nerd miners. And then we got like BitAxe, the Nerd QX++ is 10.6 petahash. $2.28 times what, 350, $350. These are $740,000. So you can see the dollar per hash for like NerdQX++ is way better. But BitAx, there's 18,354 on public pool. So I'm gonna say collectively, I don't know, under not a million. I don't think there's a million BitAxes out there. You know, I could be wrong though. I could be wrong. DJ, it's a pirate. RedPandaMining, did you forget the hoarders who have shelves full of them mining them out? It's a pirate. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Yeah, there are people who have, you know, a good, like, I've seen people who have like 100 of them. So, yeah, lucky miners as well. But this is just public pool. It's not equating like CK pool or some other, you know, their own node, which could be in the, you know, hundreds of thousands. I don't know. Hard to say. I don't think it's a million though. I'm gonna say we're under a million in terms of the devices. That's just my thought. That's kind of like how I'm thinking about it. RedPandaMining, the only ones making money with solo miners are companies who sell it and electrical companies. Neo PT, you are not wrong. I mean, what's the tale as old as time is, what's that? Those who sell shovels in the gold rush. Is that those who sell shovels during the gold rush are those that make the money, of course. Yep. RPM, give us some wisdom. My wisdom right now is there are too many of us. It has gotten to a point where there are too many massive entities that are Bitcoin mining at larger scale, and us home miners are all it's everything is we just can't compete anymore. That's it. This is where we're at right now. At this point in time, anybody at 85 cents or lower, your current or 8.5 cents, you're breaking even on an S21 XP at this point in time. So what's happened here is there's so much hardware, it's so much competition that unless you go out and try to buy, you can't even buy the latest and greatest. They're not even available. Like you can't even, like this list, the profitability list, if you're looking at it, an S23 even at 85 cents is $1.81. If you have the brand new Bitmain S23, which is not even out yet, you're gonna be making $1.81. So it's like if you don't have cheap power, like under 6 or 5 or even 4 cents, the wisdom there is you need cheap power, solar power, like free power. Like you're pretty much not making anything at this point in time. If you're thinking about it short term, paying your electrical bill out of pocket, doing it at a larger scale. Now, anyone doing it at a smaller scale, doing it at a hobby level, which I think is majority of people in the world, we're all, you know, collectively, we did the math, we're all collectively spending way more on electricity than buying. We could have just buy Bitcoin versus the Bitcoin that we're all earning right now. You know what? That should be like a good video. Everyone stop solo mining and just buy Bitcoin. You know what we should do? We should just... man, you know what we should calculate also as well? How much money has been spent on buying all the hardware that's out there when, you know, we could collectively could have just bought Bitcoin instead and got way more Bitcoin. Unless you're solo mining, you're trying to hit a block, but you know, it's a very rare... It's a very rare thing. Series explained, I work for a massive entity. We are upsizing with a few billion this year. Series explained 8009. And you know what? You're not alone. There are many other bigger entities out there that are also expanding as well. So it's gonna rule out a lot of these I mean, home mining, anything below 9 cents, anyone above 9 cents, you're probably not Bitcoin mining at a massive scale right now. You're going to be losing. You're definitely going to be losing. So it's definitely an interesting time. I'm curious, okay, if where's Bitcoin gonna go? Where are we going here? Where are we going from here? Bitcoin 200 week moving average, have we hit it? This is one thing a lot of people are correlating here. Bitcoin hasn't gone down. If we go below it, if we go above it, we went below it previous bear market. So we just come down. We recently just come down. What do you guys think? I have no idea. I'm not a trader. So Pirate says Bitcoin will go sideways this year. I mean, I agree too. I think we're going to be going down for a little bit, but it's going to be rough for crypto mining for a bit here. And what I mean for a bit is I think the rest of the potentially the rest of this year. I think unfortunately, yeah, we've come to this point where again there's been so much hardware out there now. A lot of the bigger players have expanded so much, which are now, I mean, I think this has already ruled out home miners like maybe a year and a half ago. Anybody above 10 cents electric has been ruled out already for the past like 2 years. So I think it's just gonna be further and further. If Bitcoin doesn't have further price appreciation versus how much the difficulty is of Bitcoin right now, which has gone up like 10x or 11x since 2020. Bitcoin hasn't gone up 10x or 11x since then. So we've had a lot more hardware that has come online, and so we're seeing profitability now hitting that break even, depending which models you have. And now it's even more apparent that efficiency and your electrical price really truly matter now. We're talking in increments of like a penny, or not even pennies now. We're talking like 3 decimal places in, like, you know, 4 cents for me. And for me, L9 is like $1 profit. S21 XP is like $1 for me. We did a video like a couple of weeks ago. Collectively in my other basement, I think I was only making $8 a day with my ASIC miners. So like $8 profit after my electricity is pretty bad. I mean, it's like at that point I might as well just turn off and like go work for Uber and make more than $8 within half an hour driving for Uber. Techman, do you have a coin in the code RedPandaMining? RedPandaMining.com. Go here. You gotta create an account with Coinly here. Over here. Best part about Bitcoin dumping in the difficulty going down, making our miners slightly more profitable. I mean, it hasn't really dropped. Actually, the difficulty's gone up. So you're at this point, it's gone up from 125 to 144. So it's not profitable anymore. Anyone with S19s gone. Anyone with S21s at a reasonable electrical rate, you're done. You're gone. You're not profitable. And yeah, you're right. We need people to turn off. Turn off miners in the summer and buy the dip. Yeah, I mean, this is, I talked about this yesterday, actually. I'm honestly, the amount of effort, right, and the heat and whatnot. Well, I do need heat right now, but depending where you are, your environment, the effort for Bitcoin mining at this point in time, you might as well just buy it if you believe that it's long term. Now, okay, there is though. Okay, I can't forget though. Okay, hold on. Let's get a Word doc here. Let's get a Word. Google Doc. Let's start a You know, like, let's just pick some stuff. Let's just pick some funky stuff here. Okay. Okay. What type of crypto miner? What type of mining strategy are you adopting right now? I don't even know if I put that. I don't even know if I said that correctly. Where's ChatGPT? Okay. All right. So one. Okay. So. All right. So there's people with. You have free power, solar, or extremely cheap power below 6 cents. I'm gonna say around 6 cents right now. I'm just gonna write out all the different possibilities. Let's see here. Mr. Mitchell, well, it was fun while it lasted. Let's see here. It's hard. To be honest, I've always been non-profitable. Depending who you ask, I think investing in hardware is always less risk than investing directly. Even 30 cents electric won't stop me, and paid well. Magic Gummable. So, okay, Magic Gummable. I have a. That's one strategy. I'm assuming you got like cash flow. So that's where one I want to put in actually. So, you are mining out of pocket. Okay, you have high kilowatt hour. I'm just gonna put like, I don't know, 15C kilowatt hour plus. But you are mining and mining and hodl, but paying your electrical bill out of pocket, and that requires you have expendable cash, you know, cash flow to be able to do that. Another thing some people, okay, so there's multiple things I want to put in here, but like larger, medium, larger scale miners are still are continuing to mine during the low times, or at least breaking even. So they are able to expense electric and other stuff regarding the business, make income from other sources. So this is kind of like where I'm at. I'm in this realm. I'm number 3 personally, because I make other income from other sources. This is like me. But like, what's another? There's a couple more. Legendary Bira GRA. I have 5 kilowatt electricity free. 5 kilowatts. 5,000 watts. Nice. Solar. You must have solar. Bare Naked Miner. Can you make videos while driving for Uber? Oh man, I love it. The Greek Jelly. I'm curious, Panda, when you mined in 2018, 2019, what was the daily profit back then? Was it dead? 2018, 2019. Let's go back. I got videos that go way back. There. Let's see here. I got videos that go way back. Let's see. Let's see. Profitability. How are mining profits now? I think I have a playlist here. How are mining profits now? 2019. That's as far as it goes. Let's see here. Okay, this was mainly based on Ethereum. This was based on Ethereum. Wow, this is back in 2018. Dude, this goes way back. Oh, here we go. ASICs. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Perfect example. S9. 65 cents a day. This is at what? What electricity? Dude, S17. Dude, we have come. Look at this. Full circle. Look at this. It's like where we were back then, 2019. Hash rate was under 100 exahash. No, 50. Yeah, 51 exahash. Bro, that's wild. Dude, I should have been solo mining Bitcoin back then. What the hell was I doing? Oh, yeah, we were mainly GP mining Ethereum. Dude, let's see here. Buck 46 on a 16 terahash S9 SE. Interesting. Very, very interesting. But yeah, there you go. Let's see. If I change the power price to 4 cents, an S9 back then was making a couple bucks a day. So similar to now, but we just, the floor is, you know, S9, S21 XPs, S21s that are making a couple bucks at like 4 cents. Anyone that has 4 cents, that is. Let's see, 4 cents. S21, yeah, see, couple bucks a day at 4 cents electric. But back then, 2019, when I made this video 6 years ago, S9 was $2 a day. So, yeah, that's wild, man. That's wild. Dang. Let's go. Oh no, let's go this way. I want to see ASICs. Bitcoin was, how much was Bitcoin when we recorded this video? Did I not talk about ASICs here? I don't think I had ASIC pricing here. Syscoin. Oh man, we talked about Ethereum, man. Ethereum mining. Dude, great. Bitcoin was 15K when we made this video. Ethereum was 272. XRP was 39 cents. What's XRP right now? Screw XRP. $1.36. Magic Gumball, $1 a day at 8K-ish price in 2019. HODL wins again. Yes, of course. I don't need to I feel like I don't need to express this every single live stream or every time I make a video, is that we of course all believe that Bitcoin is going to go to higher highs. We all truly believe that, yes. The issue I'm talking about right now, as of now, is anyone that is capable of, you know, wanting to stay on and pay their electrical bill out of pocket. Who's willing to do that? How many people here are willing to mine at a loss in order to attain the yield and in hopes that it'll go up later? It will go up later. Like, we all know Bitcoin's gonna go up. It's just who can survive, you know, till then, right? That's the ultimate goal. That's the ultimate, like, end goal, is how many people here. And it seems like a lot of people. Okay, we got 119 people here, 49 likes. Smash the like, bros. But, like, I mean, it shows, like, the confidence in Bitcoin mining, like how high the hash rate has gone, how many bigger entities have come in and, you know, have really cheap electricity. You know, it's getting rough. Like, it's for home miners. It's getting, the floor is getting lower and lower, or sorry, I guess in this case higher and higher. Where you need real cheap electric, and you also need, like, the latest and greatest. I mean, even then, it's funny to say, because the S23s aren't even out yet, and the S21 XP, which has been, like, you know, the top dog over the past year, even if you have 8.5 cents, you're breaking even on an S21 XP currently. So how many people here are going to pay their electrical bill? Because how many, like, I guarantee you a lot of people here are not going to be selling their Bitcoin at break even. Tell me right now, who here would be mining with an S21 XP at 85 cents and then selling the Bitcoin that they're mining to pay the electrical bill? Nobody. Nobody's going to do that. Tell me right now. Who's going to do that? Who? Nobody. So, again, it all depends, though. You know, people's financial situation and how liquid, I guess, a lot of these bigger mining farms, these bigger entities are. This is where we will see, you know, who's going to survive, right? The war of attrition. How many mining farms have enough capital to stay afloat if they're going to be breaking even or even mining at a little bit of a loss, mining Bitcoin right now, right? How many people are going to do that? And that's what I'm curious to see here. I'm curious to see who's going to be turning off. And Joker Miner, thank you for the 5. What are we doing here? No videos, but lives are getting lazy. Okay, I'm not logged in on my main account here. Why am I not logged in? Joker Miner, thank you for the 5, but you are banned. You are banned from this channel. Forever. J-Rod says, if you invested in the belief crypto is going back up, it's either you pay for the coin or you pay for power. Both are a gamble. J-Rod, you're exactly right. I think the time and effort at this point, because there's been such a diminishing return for Bitcoin mining now year over year, simply because we have a lot more hash rate come on, a lot more miners come on, a lot bigger players in this space that are getting into much cheaper power, which rules out the home miner. That is now apparent, where the time and effort, the calculation there is also saying that it is better now. Now is better to buy the coin. You spending $3,500 on an S21 XP at this point in time, $3,800, you would best bet to buy the coin if you're a home residential miner. When it comes to if you are a medium or larger scale miner that has cheap electric, you run it, of course, as a business, so you can depreciate the miner, etc., you're probably going to do it that way, which a lot of bigger players do, right? They're taking advantage of the tax system. That's why there's been, in my opinion, a lot of people that have been expanding in the Bitcoin mining space or crypto mining space in general, is that there are tax incentives for people to do that. But a big thing coinciding with that is going to be your cheap electricity. So, like I said, there's a lot of players that have come in, a lot more people that have been going into Bitcoin mining, and it's now coming to this equilibrium where power price, the difficulty of Bitcoin, right? How much hash rate there is now, all calculates to where the profitability is now hitting that break-even point, which is now 8.5 cents on a S21 XP, which is wild to say where Bitcoin's price is right now. So larger players, depending on their power, electrical price is where it's going to really matter, and see who is able to survive, who can stay on. Yeah, it's what we've seen in the past. Okay, and this is what we've seen. Yeah, actually, this is a good point. Actually, thinking about history now, where we saw Bitcoin mining back then, we did see hash rate. Hash rate was going up, but it was also starting to come down too, depending on people's power price. So look at this, Silicon G32. What the heck is this? Strong. What's the G32? Oh, was that the Grin miner? Oh my goodness, that was the Grin miner. Man, that was crazy. Jim C. RedPandaMining, my question is, when do you sell once the bull begins to run? The question is, when do you... okay, so like Dogecoin, a great example is like Dogecoin. I called it. I totally called it. I was the one who called this out of everybody. When Dogecoin went up, when Dogecoin pumped up to 45 cents, I was like, you take advantage of profitability now. You start selling that into USDC. You don't hodl the Doge when it's at 40, you know, when it pumps up like that. And, you know, of course, not financial advice, you know, because Doge could go higher. But when you see your L9 making 50, 60 bucks a day, you exchange that shit into dollars. Because that ain't gonna stay up there forever. That is not sustainable. It never sustains. You guys, like crypto mining for the past 3 years, you never see profitability stay up. Like in a Silicon G Grin miner, I don't think it stayed up here $164. It didn't stay up there for very long, right? So it's like when you see profitability, especially on like altcoin miners, are up in the, you know, 20, 30, $50 a day, you instantly convert all that into dollars, because it ain't bigger players out there are also converting it into dollars, right? They're selling into profit, so they're making buku money, couple $100,000 a month, you know. They're making bank, right? So it's a very and I think that a lot of the money out there, a lot of the bigger players, they obviously have been selling. I mean, a lot of bigger farms have been selling into cash over the past year or year or two, and a lot of them, you know, they gotta pay massive electrical bills, right? So they gotta sell. But it's the same way with even smaller crypto miners. Like even I'd say I'm like a medium scale miner, and you know, I had to start selling over the past year because the electrical bill was, you know, I was paying upwards to almost 10 grand, over 10 grand a month on electricity bills, right? So, you know, but I was profiting pretty good over that, right, during those times. But yeah, now we've come to this point where, yeah, there's a lot of people selling, bigger players selling, whale addresses were selling. I think it's just, yeah, it didn't sustain, it couldn't sustain, right? It just could, Bitcoin's price just couldn't sustain at these higher levels, 125k. So, Smoky Dan, RedPandaMining, you know how I would do better off by having your rigs and ASICs pointed to my addresses. Just saying. Smoky Dan, definitely not. Series explained. I promise we will all look back in 10 years and just be like, it was only a Zeta hash. We should have been mining. Series explained. You know what? And you're right. I mean, look, clear example. Clear example. We got this video from my video. We did this video literally September 17th, 2019. Bitcoin's hash rate when we made this video was under 100 exahash, right? Under 100 exahash, and we are now, see, I made that video when we were right here, 100 exahash, around right here, right? Now we're over a Zeta. Yeah, we're over a Zeta hash. Yeah, no, that's wild. That's very wild. But year over year though, or cycle over cycle, Bitcoin's price hasn't had that, you know 5-10x, like, unlike the hash rate has done. So it's just getting diminishing over the past 6 years. We have now come to that point where the efficiency gain from these models now has hit that equilibrium where there's so much of that hardware out there that profitability, even at sub 5 cents, is just breaking even now, which is brutal, right? If you understand it in that way. Bits, please. Giving up 120k a year in power would be a huge motivator for me to find free or almost free power, wind, hydro, something. Yeah. If you're like, again, everyone's financial situation is different, right? Everyone's in a different situation. If for me, like I said, I was in this situation where, you know, I was able to expense everything, right? Depreciate miners, but I'm also able to make income from other sources. So, I mean, at this point now, I still have everything on. I still have all my miners on because I'm still comfortable that in which I can pay my electrical bill out of pocket, for now. Do I want to keep doing that for the next year? Probably not, right? Could I pay $6,000 to $8,000, you know, $8,000 in electricity every month out of pocket? For the next like year? No, I can't do that. Just assuming that I don't make any money from anything else, you know. Why you didn't go solar? Oh man, I have to explain this every stream, I feel like. Okay, Vanman OJPRY. I live in the Pacific Northwest. On average, we only get maybe 60 days of sun, and the rest of it is all rain and cloud. So out of 365 days, we maybe get like 20% sun out of the year. So yeah, no solar for me. And I have hydro. Yeah, exactly. It's a pirate. Thank you. I have hydro. Yeah. So solar doesn't make sense for me in my situation. I would love to have solar. Don't get me wrong. I would love to have solar. Trust me. If I had sun, a good amount of sun all the time, I would definitely do it, but I don't. And I'm also surrounded by like 120-foot trees. So that's not going to work either. Use the wind. We don't really have that much wind here either. RPM, are you still solo mining BCH? Sonder Circus, yes. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. We got 112 people here, 53 likes. Smash the like, bros. It's a pirate. Solar is worth it if you have ridiculous power costs like in EU. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Alrighty. Okay, bros. What about wind turbine? No wind here. No wind. Goose Pimples with the check mark. What? Hey, dude, what's up? What's up, man? Thank you for the like smash. Thank you, bro. Okay. All right. Well, I didn't even finish this thing. So free power solar. Okay, you have 15 cents about your mining haul. You're paying your electric bill. Power. You have expendable cash costs to be able to do that. Medium, large scale miners continue to mine during low times or at least breaking even. When's electric or other stuff regarding the business, make income from other sources. What's another one? What's another thing? Yeah, I mean, everyone's in a different situation. If you got a full-time job, if you're smaller scale, hobby level mining, you're maybe still, you know, mining, and you're paying your electrical bill out of pocket. You're not, you know, too hard pressed to accumulate Bitcoin at a smaller rate versus someone who's medium or larger scale. Yeah, so many different strategies right now. So many different strategies. Strats. No, wind turbine needs to be huge to be useful. Yeah. Why not make your own coal-fired power plant? Yeah, that's not gonna work. Definitely not gonna work. Jockrick Miner, D-Pin, Helium. Nope. Nope, definitely not getting into that. No. IoT. How is that all doing any? What's helium? Is helium doing anything right now? Dude, helium IoT. Helium IoT. I haven't looked at this yet. It's dead, bro. It's dead. It's all dead at this point. Yeah, so I think my best advice is accumulate within your means. I think that's like the best advice I've ever gotten as well. People I know who are able to, you know, generate wealth over time is just to accumulate within your means, and you just have to wait for better times to come. That's it. It's just patience. That's the best advice, is invest and accumulate within your means. Don't go too risky. You know, don't put your whole paycheck into something. You know, you make sure you have an emergency fund. You make sure you have extra cash. Just you know, before you invest in anything. Yeah, just slow growth, in my opinion, especially with crypto mining. Crypto mining ain't a get rich quick scheme. So just slow growth, accumulate within your means, and depending on your financial situation. Yeah. Jock Miner, I still got 2 Bobcats running, getting each in T, Soul cost now to run. Hopefully we'll make a few in the future. So yeah, that's the play for because Helium's on Solana right now. There's a lot of projects on Solana. When is Wingbits going to mainnet? When the heck? When is this project gonna go up? Brutal. Goose Pimples, I'm solo mining for that sweet chance, but I only have 3 601s, 602 now, 3S, and a nerd QX, but it's still hurting me looking at the energy bill. 28 kilowatt hour here in the UK. Ooh, Goose Pimples, that's a lot, man. Yeah, I hope you get it, man. Yeah. J-Rod says so much is waiting on the Clarity Act, and you're right. You're right. There's definitely a lot of cash on the sidelines waiting for the Clarity Act. Yeah, I can definitely say that. That's definitely a thing, for sure. More analytical. What's up, man? What is up, bro? I think, honestly, where we are now, I honestly think Bitcoin is, you know, if you're doing investing, I don't think it's a bad idea, you know, to get some. But, you know, it's a risk. Well, we don't know if this whole Clarity Act is going to get approved or not. All right. So you can bet on it. You can bet on it doing well. Right. But, not James, dude. Everything is off. Accumulating via swing trades. Okay. Nice, man. Nice. Nice. 125 people, 126 people have voted. Damn. V-Man, will the miner prices get low? Chinese New Year holiday should be ending pretty soon for people in China. So resellers, I hope, will start dropping prices, but who knows, right? It really depends on the demand. If there's no demand, then prices should fall. But if there's still demand, which I think there still is demand. Dude, a D9 is $1,300 now? Damn. Dang, man. This Dash was decently good for a little bit there, but not really. Yeah, Dash pumped up. It was good. It was good to mine, but it didn't sustain there for very long. Yeah, my D9 was making like $8 a day at one point, but then it crashed down. Oh man, getting tired. More analytical. I would recommend investing in your own health to help deal with the current economy. Healthy mind and body does wonders. More analytical. I 100% agree with you. I've actually been focusing on that myself over the past year, and definitely feel way better. That's for sure. Yep. Sleep is also important as well. It's a pirate. RedPandaMining. Question: did you stream? Why did you stream at 4 a.m. my time? Do that on Saturday, not Sunday. It's a pirate. You're the third person to say that to me now. Because people in Europe, different time zone, yeah, streaming. He's a pirate. The evening time, I had the most views I've ever had this year. So it seems like streaming at nighttime for me on that day was really good. Or that evening, sorry. Yeah, Jock Miner energy cap is supposed to help us out. Give not give us some use. We're kind of stretch it up to it. Yeah. Rude Puts, what's up, man? Series explained. The problem with home miners is that the economy can't take it and keep going that way. It was built to work. Yeah, right. Series explained. Who else is fasting right now? No, I don't do any fasting. Alrighty. I think that's we've been streaming for an hour now. Anything else you guys want to talk about? Anything else? I think covered pretty much a couple of things I wanted to cover. Gold, silver's up 5%, or it's going back up. Nvidia is up a little bit. Apple, Bitcoin is down 3%. Ooh. Okay. Alrighty. What else is happening? Scotian, my power is almost 19 cents per kilowatt. Running miners to heat the house for winter. And Scotian, you're not alone. Tons of people are doing that. I did that myself as well. I used miners as heaters. Yeah. You know, I don't want to like. Okay, let's just get this one thing straight. Okay. I hate having. I'm not saying it's an excuse, but you know, to buy or sell people into buying crypto miners just for the fact of using it as a heater while you make money. I mean, you're not making that much anyway. It is not the main selling point. All right. I hate saying that, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying it's like a grift, but like, I hate saying the fact that like, for you to spend, you know, $1,000 or something on a little heater, a Bitcoin miner or something that also mines a bit of Bitcoin, but also provides you heat. It's kind of like, I hate saying it for some reason. Come summertime, you're not going to have that thing on probably. You want your AC unit on. Let's see. Goose Pimples, Trump is scaring everyone again. The BTC community is not alone. Stonk bros are crying too today. Goose Pimples, yeah, man, dude. Uncertainty, right? No confidence. It scares the market. Yep. Whether or not this is just a ploy for, you know, Trump's friends, you know, to you know, bring the markets down so they can buy in much cheaper. You know, you gotta think of the other side of it, right? Why is he doing all this, right? Why is he, you know, bringing this uncertainty and, you know, this wild times right now? It's just everything going down, you know. Think about his friends. Think about all the people that have cash waiting on the sidelines, you know, to buy in. Just trying to make everything all, you know, down, and yeah, it's just this cycle, man. It's eventually we're gonna go back up again. We will go back up again. It's just we're gonna have this turbulent time, and so we just have to play the market as best you can. You know. Weirdo says, what if they made it so crypto heaters could only solo mine? Wouldn't that drop the price of the heaters? Weirdo 98, you can't just force someone to software wise to do just solo mining or pool mining Bitcoin. It's you can't do that. Nobody would buy it. One word, Doge. Dogecoin, man, love-hate relationship with Dogecoin. I mean, Dogecoin's gonna stay down here for a while, probably until the next cycle, the next mini altcoin season, or massive altcoin season. Who knows? Shocking Miner says you can nerf those devices to force a solo pool only. Red Panda Mining. Yeah, well, if that whoever does that, Jockwick Miner, nobody would buy it. Smokey Dan says, I keep saying it, Jesus coin will rise in a couple months. Jesus coin. I don't know, man. That doesn't sound very. I don't think so, man. In a couple months? Okay. $2 million market cap? Alright. Radium or Uniswap? Ah, you can do Uniswap. $200 volume. Nice. Jesus coin. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Okay, we're just talking about random stuff now. All right, is there anything else you guys want to talk about? Anything else before I'm gonna head out now? And I need to get my AI server up. I got this new AI server and it's been sitting for like the past 2 months. It's not new, but new to me. I need to I really need to turn that thing on and make sure it works. Okay, goodbye everybody. I appreciate all you guys for tuning in. Joker Miner, thank you for the super chat earlier. You didn't need to do that, Joker Miner. And Joker Miner, yes, I am lazy. I am lazy now. I mean, a lot less people are watching videos now. You know, rough times. Joker Miner, when rig pigs, RedPandaMining. Joker Miner, nobody really has uploaded since then, so there's really not much rig picks happening there anymore. We need more rig picks to show up. Okay. Alrighty. I'll see you guys later. Have a great day. Smokey Dan, you said you added a new song? Okay, nice. Nice. Okay, Automatic Beats. See you later, man. Alright. Goose Pimple, see you later, bro. Thanks for the content and promo codes. I got a Tangent Wall today with 10% off from you. Nice. Did you get the Red Panda Mining branded Tangent? That's the question. Did you get the RPM limited edition Tangent wallet? that is there's 48 there's 48 left. I thought I had like 300 left. Did I sell that many already? That's impossible. I gotta go ask. That must be a glitch. 48 left. Goose Pimples, damn, I clicked on a link but I didn't see that. No worries, man, no worries. Okay, Weirdo says, where can I listen to music you're playing from? Red Panda Mining. Right here. This is a playlist. This is me. Oh, I can't even copy it. It won't even let me copy that. Smokey Dan, if you can copy that in here. I can't. It won't let me. That link is. It won't let me copy it. Smokey Dan is the creator of the music, so he'll put that in the live chat for you. And I was totally logged into my wrong account here, but it's redpanda.tangent.com. I don't even think that shows up. It's probably blocked. There you go. Blocked. Yeah, here's the Tangent. Tangent, it says, they say ship mid-March. Slosh posh. Alrighty. Okay, bros. You guys have a great day. Peace out. Jock and Miner, time to brew some beer. Dude, nice. Okay, goodbye. Have a great day, guys. Have a great day. Hit the like on the way out. Peace out.